On the side of the ancient sword sect, Shu Wuin wielded his sword, creating a powerful force. Sword immortal, sword intent, this is impossible. How can there be such strength in a virtual world? I pray the sword immortal grants me a chance to survive. In the end, those men were completely annihilated by Shu Wuin. Trying to train on Wansen Island, the death aura circle was shrinking, the countdown was on. Ancient sword sect, Wandao Valley, Chi Mei Mountain, Dong Bang Bang Swang, Lake Yuya, Misty Forest. Either death or becoming a rule. Shu Wuin looked at the calculation screen, the death aura circle has begun to shrink. Although the ancient sword sect is temporarily safe, to deal with the upcoming situation, I need to find a reliable mount. Suddenly, he heard the roar of a wild beast. Shu Wuin turned and happily said, that sounds like the roar of a fierce tiger, if I can tame it, it would make a decent mount. After finishing his sentence, he leaped into the wind and flew away. On the side of Wandao Valley, there was a gigantic eagle, it had already taken down several people below, while the rest looked up at it, laughing heartily. The eagle is ours now. With it, we can avoid the death aura. Liu Jia stepped forward and said, I have my eyes set on this eagle. The frightened man stammered, why you, the strange woman on the ship? Liu Jia excitedly unleashed the fiery earth blade technique, instantly eliminating the man, only those with the ability can claim such an eagle. He looked up at the eagle, admiring it, yes, big enough, majestic enough. I like it. Eagle, let's take a quick flight. Returning to the foggy forest, a ray of light swept through, carrying immense power. The men below looked up and exclaimed, is this the treasure bestowed by the heavens? They hurriedly flew after the treasure, with such a commotion, there might even be epic-level equipment inside. We must hurry, we can't let others snatch it away. Don't worry, with the 6 of us, no one can take it from us. The one-eyed man grinned wickedly, thinking, once I have the epic-level equipment, who needs useless people like you anymore? I'll have to find a way to eliminate them later. Monopolizing the treasure. The group landed not far from that light. The guy standing next to him excitedly said, look, is this the treasure? The one-eyed man suddenly struck him hard in the face and shouted, stop looking, it's mine. The girl in purple and the others were stunned, you actually sneak attacked the old man, what do you intend to do? The one-eyed man snorted coldly, no longer pretending, you know it and still pretend to ask, a treasure like this should naturally be monopolized. The whole group was caught off guard and could only utter the word, you. The one-eyed man took out a powerful weapon, even more pleased with himself, purple equipment, high-level earth skills are all in my and the old man's hands. Now that he's dead, do you think I would be afraid of you? After saying that, he shot at the greedy demon girl, shouting, die, all of you. Hong Qianyi hid behind a large tree, watching his actions, holding a fire dragon talisman, sighing, to try harsh training in a place where the strong prey on the weak and still dare to trust others is truly laughable. The one-eyed man eliminated all his companions and then laughed triumphantly, ha ha ha. Now all the treasures belong to me. In the blink of an eye, Hong Qianyi appeared behind the fire dragon talisman. He said, if you are a sheep, you must have the awareness of a sheep, how dare you dream of monopolizing the treasures? Do you think you deserve it? The one-eyed man gritted his teeth, veins bulging as he looked at him, is it really you? So you've been waiting here all along, truly despicable and shameless. Hong Qianyi snorted in rebuttal, when you killed your teammates with your own hands, why didn't you say it was despicable? I'm just a spectator. He raised his hand and with a little strength, he eliminated the one-eyed man, saying, the bait of this lord cannot be touched by others. Die. Hong Qianyi landed, arrogantly stating, you don't know your own strength. He looked at the equipment, wondering, is this really an epic grade set? Once Hong Qianyi put it on, he felt the immense power, indeed, heaven is helping me. Ha ha ha, with these things, who would dare to be my enemy? He gathered his strength and flew forward, the final death aura ring at Chi Mei Mountain. This lord has been eagerly waiting, there, I will unleash a massacre. Yi Jun Lin, just wait for it. Yi Jun Lin kept sneezing and asked, who is talking about me? He was at the boundary between Yuya Lake and Chi Mei Mountain. He angrily asked Xiao Hui, where are you going? You circled over there but ran back, do you want to get me killed? He hit its head a few times and asked, what do you want to do, you damn donkey? A bit ahead, a golden color appeared. Jun Lin stopped and exclaimed, "Wait, damn it, could this be the legendary air supply?" He got off the donkey and praised Xiaohui, "I knew you were right all along." He reached out to touch it, astonished by its brightness like a bald head. "Wow, so bright, so dazzling, is this really the legendary gold?" Jun Lin excitedly said, "I didn't expect there to be such good things in this trial, this is interesting this time." On the Chi Mei mountainside, there were 40 survivors. Shu Wuin leisurely rode out on a white tiger, making those hiding behind feel quite scared. The white-clad sword immortal. He is Shu Wuin. Look at his mount and equipment, they are all of purple quality or higher. Don't touch him, let's just avoid it for now. Liu Jia appeared out of nowhere with an eagle, laughing and saying, "Your mount is quite impressive, but why is there no one here?" Shu Wuin looked up at him and replied, "Thank you, Daoist friend, for the compliment." Perhaps everyone felt they couldn't win and decided to hide. Liu Jia raised his sword threateningly, "Indeed, I didn't expect so many people to be hiding here. I hate those who hide their heads and show their tails the most. If you don't want to come out, then don't force me to find you one by one and cause trouble." The group behind felt uncomfortable with those words, murmuring, "This twisted woman has already annoyed me on the ship, and now she's so arrogant. Shui Senior understands, but what about her? Should we team up to eliminate them?" Shui Wuin drew her sword, agreeing, "The Daoist friend is indeed generous, I also dislike these cowards hiding their heads and showing their tails. If we share the same ideals, we might as well join forces to wipe them out." Liu Jia landed and said with force, "All right. After we eliminate all of them, we will compare strengths, that will be a true battle between genuine cultivators." He said, then boldly slashed out a powerful blade of energy. "You little mice, if you don't come out quickly, you'll be buried alive in there." The group hiding could no longer endure and rushed out all at once. Pushing people too far, kill them. Deal with them. Shui Wuin could no longer wait and drew his sword. The chill in the air made everyone freeze in place, not daring to advance. Damn it, his sword is actually epic grade, this is bad. This skill is heaven grade, everyone retreat quickly. Shui Wuin pointed his sword forward and unleashed the move, extreme cold, icy intent. He swept through, freezing them in place. Turn into frost and mist. When he stopped, the group had been annihilated. The remaining ones fled in fear. Is this the power of a sword immortal? I can't imagine how despairing it would be to encounter a sword immortal in real life. So terrifying. What can we do? I'm running away now. Shui Wuin did not let them escape. A sword strike unleashed a powerful chill, saying, "You little mouse, do you still want to run?" Liu Jia stood opposite and spoke up, "The outsiders have all been dealt with, now it's our turn to duel." Shui Wuin glanced over and said, "Wait a moment. Is there really still a fish that slipped through the net?" He swiftly struck with his sword, demanding, "Whoever it is, come out here." The one hiding turned out to be Hong Qianyi. He crossed his arms and laughed heartily, praising, "Interesting, isn't it? No wonder you're a sword immortal, your sensitivity is even stronger than that of a sword cultivator." Liu Jia angrily cursed, "Damn it, who are you cursing?" Shui Wuin, with a serious attitude, carefully said, "This person actually has a complete set of epic gear, it might be even harder than my sword technique." Hong Qianyi, with a mocking tone, said, "I originally wanted to wait for you to finish your duel so that I could benefit from it, but since you forced me out first, I have no choice but to end you myself." He looked at Liu Jia and asked, "By the way, you won't help him, will you?" Shui Wuin pointed his sword and said, "What do you mean? Do you know her identity?" Liu Jia, terrified, quickly raised his blade awkwardly, covering his mouth, "Shut up. If you dare to speak nonsense, we will never escape this for the rest of our lives." He thought, if my identity is revealed, it would surely become a lifelong stain. Hong Qianyi laughed arrogantly, thinking, I didn't expect this guy to care so much about his reputation. Well, forget it, after all, we are senior brothers to each other. He pretended to say, who are you trying to scare? Do you think I'm afraid of you? If you have the guts, wait and fight me one-on-one. Liu Jia breathed a sigh of relief, fortunately, the grand senior brother is giving me face, so I will go along with it. He raised his sword in agreement, Alright, I'll wait for you. Shu Wuin was stunned, somewhat guessing, it seems these two really know each other. Who is she? Why does she care about her identity? He exerted force to raise his sword and said, no more talking, let's see your moves. Hong Qianyi also exerted force in response, alright. Then let me enjoy the strength of the sword immortal. Before they clashed, a sudden surge of fierce power caused them to halt. That aggressive strike forced both to retreat under its pressure. Shu Wuin and Hong Qianyi landed and steadied themselves. From within the hazy smoke, wings appeared, along with a dragon tail. Chen Shao waved his hand in this new form and declared. Stop right there, Holy Sun. I have the talent to become an immortal. This Holy Sun does not wish to achieve victory without experiencing the joy of killing. You will all die at my hands. Hong Qianyi warily thought, this aura is truly strong, and what is this form? He asked aloud, who are you? Chen Shao smirked and arrogantly replied, who am I? This Holy Sun is heaven's chosen one, the heir of Wansen Island. Hong Qianyi frowned, do not be so arrogant, do you truly believe you are invincible? Chen Shao unabashedly admitted, indeed, this Holy Sun is invincible, but the epic equipment you pride yourselves on is simply not worth mentioning in front of me. Hong Qianyi could no longer hold back and flew up, saying, then I will make you wake up. Liu Jia, observing from behind, suggested to Shu Wuin, this guy's power is very strange, why don't we join forces to deal with him? Shu Wuin agreed, saying, I have the same intention. Hong Qianyi unleashed a powerful strike with all his might. It surged violently towards Chen Shao, leaving Shu Wuin stunned and terrified. What a strong attack, if I faced this move, it would be difficult to retreat unscathed. Unexpectedly, Chen Shao was completely unharmed, on the contrary, he was gathering his strength to counterattack and asked, is that all you have? Hong Qianyi exclaimed in astonishment, what? He thought, this is a full-force attack with an epic-level weapon, how can he be unscathed? Chen Shao quickly countered with an even stronger blow, saying, I already told you, the so-called epic equipment you have is nothing but trash in the eyes of this Holy Sun. Hong Qianyi tried to block with his spear but still had to spit blood from the power of that strike before Chen Shao delivered the final blow. Shu Wuin unleashed an extremely cold sword intent that forced Chen Shao to dodge. Hong Qianyi landed and asked, where does your power come from? Liu Jia confidently replied, that's right, based on what can you substitute, while we cannot. Chen Shao retorted with a smug tone, I have said it before, this Holy Sun is the heaven's chosen one, destined to inherit Wansen Island. You mixed breeds dare to compete with me? Liu Jia, furious, charged forward with his sword, I can't stand people like you who think they are superior. The blade can cut, the water can flow, little guy, you should just die. The blade carries the bright sun's punishment. Chen Shao waved his hand, severely injuring him, not a worthy opponent. A hideous name like yours dares to come close to this Holy Sun. Seeing this, the eagle rushed up to protect its master. Chen Shao ruthlessly used his true body to crush it, disdainfully saying, a fur-covered beast dares to be insolent before me. He raised his hand and commanded, die. The eagle was torn to pieces, its bones shattered before Liu Jia's eyes. He was in disbelief, and out of anger, he unleashed his power, shouting, I will kill you for my eagle's death. Liu Jia charged forward, delivering a powerful blow, saying, taste the power of my 8 combined talismans. He thought, these are 6 weakened talismans and 2 burning ones, no matter how strong you are, you will suffer. Chen Shao, furious, unleashed his power, you dare to ambush this Holy Sun? Die. He then executed a fierce move. Knowing he couldn't win, Liu Jia angrily called out, you too, avenge my great eagle. Shu Wuin thrust forward with his sword, let's take advantage of his weakness and eliminate him together. Hong Qianyi also lunged with a spear, containing immense power, annihilate the trajectory. The two forces surged forward, but Chen Shao, undaunted, retorted, do you think you can deal with this Holy Sun like this? He unleashed an incredibly powerful force, revealing his true body, you have thoroughly angered me now. He clenched his fists with arrogant strength and said, in the face of absolute power, any resistance is meaningless. The donkey's ears twitched a few times. Jun Lin looked from afar at the dragon coiling in the distance and exclaimed, is there really a dragon? I wonder whose technique it is. But luckily, my legendary golden weapon has a chance to shine now, hee hee. Liu Jia was eliminated. He angrily cursed, damn it. This pathetic dragon man is being too ostentatious. Who the hell is he? Chen Xiao inside continued to boast, see. This is the fate of opposing this holy sun, now it's your turn. The people outside looked terrified, this dragon man form is truly frightening. Isn't this just like a demon dragon descending to the world? What if the sword immortals have epic gear? In front of the demon dragon, they're nothing but flies. Hong Qianyi clenched his fist and said, how could he transform into this form? Shu Wuin cautiously exclaimed, be careful, this power is fundamentally not something obtainable in the trials. Chen Xiao summoned the twin dragons of the heavenly prison and shouted, damn it. Hong Qianyi desperately fought against him, saying, I don't believe I can't stop you. In Chen Zhao's technique, a dragon's head appeared, becoming ferocious. Shu Wuin planted his sword into the ground, trying hard not to be blown away. It can't be, the power of this black dragon, how can it be so strong? The dragon heads rushed toward Shu Wuin, forcing him to use the extreme cold shield to block them. In the end, he was still defeated by that technique, which killed him. The impact is too strong, I simply can't withstand it. Daoist friend, I'm very sorry, I have no way to take revenge for you and your eagle. Chen Xiao arrogantly said, the inheritance and equipment you brought out are simply not worthy of the dragon claw of this holy sun. Hong Qianyi gritted his teeth and said unwillingly, damn it, could it be that the immortal treasure this time truly belongs to him? Chen Xiao laughed, haha, suffering leads to joy, this time no one can stop this holy sun anymore. Everyone below had also come to the conclusion that, indeed, the one with the chance of victory is him. What difference does this power have with cheating? That's right, where is Jun Lin? Isn't he supposed to have a fate disobedient to heaven? Why can't we even see his shadow now? Maybe he was eliminated early, at this point, no one can defeat this demon dragon. Chen Xiao raised his hand to condense his power, intending to deal with Hong Qianyi as well, as long as I can kill you, I will be the ultimate victor. Hong Qianyi lowered his head in disappointment, thinking, my hands can't even lift anymore. Is it really time to end this? Moreover, why can't I see that guy's shadow this time? Chen Xiao could not wait any longer, he rushed forward and said, inheritance of Wansen Island, only someone like me, the heaven's chosen one, deserves to possess it. In the next life, remember to reincarnate in a good place, and don't provoke me. At that moment, an excited voice rang out, this game even has little dragonling. Chen Xiao paused and looked over at Jun Lin, so there are still people left. Hong Qianyi was stunned, thinking, it's that bald guy from the Dark Immortal earlier. But is this petty demeanor really him? Chen Xiao boasted in front of him, where did this random name come from? The Holy Sun is Long Wang Lord. A few people, both confused and amused, discussed excitedly, where did this bald guy come from? He dares to provoke the demon dragon. Is he crazy? Going out now is just like walking to his death. Shouldn't he hide and take the second place instead? Jun Lin laughed loudly in ridicule, no way, just changing a layer of skin, and you really think of yourself as Long Wang. Chen Xiao, furious, gathered his strength and charged forward, this demon beast, die for the holy sun. Hong Qianyi exclaimed and watched. The onlookers could no longer hold back, this dragon claw is truly terrifying, that bald guy is definitely going to be crushed into pulp, I can't bear to watch, it's too brutal. Before Chen Xiao could make a move, a violent blade aura swept past. Chen Xiao clutched his arm, screaming in pain, no way. He was treating his wounds while incredulously looking at Jun Lin. I am the Dragon King, a being chosen by heaven's mandate. How dare your broken blade injure me? Hong Qianyi was astonished to discover, the golden legend, this is indeed the highest grade weapon. The two participants, confused, said, we have searched all three areas, but only obtained a few fragments of the epic. Even assembling a complete epic equipment set is a luxury. That's right, how could he gather a legendary grade weapon into a complete form? How did he manage that? Jun Lin, with his sword on his shoulder, spoke with fiery pride, have you ever played the legends? Have you ever heard of the dragon-slaying saber? I am Jia Hui, brothers, come and slay me. Chen Xiao asked in confusion, what legend? Who is Jia Hui? What the hell are you talking about? After he finished shouting, he paused. Wait a minute, dragon-slaying saber. Could it be a weapon specifically used to kill dragons? Isn't that? Hong Qianyi looked at Jun Lin in front of him, suddenly realizing the figure and thinking, those incomprehensible words with the disobedient to heaven weapon. It must be him, absolutely him. Liu Jia outside also thought the same and clenched his fists in excitement. Could he be the master? Only someone like him could possess such power. Master, you must take revenge for your disciple. The old man with white hair firmly stated, with fate and the disobedient to heaven ability like this, he must be Jun Lin. The girl in purple joyfully said, I told you he couldn't be easily eliminated. It turns out he was hiding a great move. Chen Xiao gritted his teeth, unable to contain his power any longer, wanting to confront Jun Lin. I don't believe it, I am heaven's chosen one, this inheritance belongs to me. He transformed into a mighty dragon, declaring, I am the one who will survive as the victor in the end. The big-faced man with white eyes was astonished, that demon dragon can still transform, this size is too exaggerated. The curly-haired guy gasped, that's really terrifying. Even Jun Lin would definitely not be able to withstand this. Chen Xiao gathered immense power and then unleashed a devastating move with the mindset, I want you dead, I, the Holy Sun, am the new master of Wansen Island. Jun Lin refused to be scorched, simultaneously wielding the dragon-slaying saber with terrifying strength, with this treasured blade in hand, the world is mine. The wave of saber energy swept through, rendering Chen Xiao's attack insignificant. He was stunned and said, what? He broke out in a cold sweat, trying to calm himself, stay calm, aside from this legendary weapon, his gear is merely of purple quality. If I can find an opportunity, I might still win. Chen Xiao launched the twin dragons devouring heaven move again. Jun Lin remained unperturbed, swinging his saber, it's useless, the dragon-slaying saber is meant to slay dragons. Unexpectedly, Chen Xiao appeared behind him, saying, now's the time. He anxiously struck out, only to be blocked by Jun Lin's shield. This is. Jun Lin calmly turned his head and said, your speed is impressive. It's a bit unfortunate that my dragon-slaying saber comes with 100% impenetrable defense. Chen Xiao was furious, continuously attacking his defense. This holy sun absolutely does not believe in anything that claims to have 100% defense, I am the strongest. Liu Jia outside couldn't help but laugh, thinking, haha, this is clearly just scratching the master's itch. The girl in pink looked on in panic, the power is so terrifying, one punch would be enough to kill me 10 times over. The guy in blue skeptically said, can Jun Lin's armor really withstand this indefinitely? Chen Xiao kept attacking relentlessly. Hong Qianyi, hiding behind, laughed schemingly, this guy's strength is actually still increasing. Keep hitting, hit hard, the best outcome would be mutual destruction for me, so I still have a sliver of vitality left. He thought, while they are fighting fiercely, I must quickly hide and wait for the right moment. Chen Xiao, not knowing fatigue, rushed in shouting, break for me. A collision created significant pressure. Hong Qianyi, hiding, was also blown away. He gritted his teeth and thought, stand back a little more, just a little further. If not, then. The technique gradually dissipated, but Jun Lin's defense remained as solid as ever. The man in the blue outfit stood there in awe, exclaiming, what a terrifying attack. The shockwave is so powerful that even I might not be able to withstand it. The man in brown, with a heavy expression, said, but Senior seems to be handling it quite easily. Just how strong is he? Hong Qianyi shielded himself with his hands, thinking, it's almost there. Chen Xiao, feeling pressured, had no choice but to unleash the golden dragon's heaven-splitting roar, declaring, this holy sun does not believe you can withstand this technique any longer. The golden dragon's heaven-splitting roar he unleashed was truly terrifying. Those outside shrank back in fear just from watching, saying, this power is truly frightening, even the protective shield of a legendary weapon probably couldn't withstand it. Jun Lin, within his solid defense, scoffed disdainfully, child's play. I have already said, I am invincible. The strength of Chen Zhao's attack came crashing down as if to destroy everything. Hong Qianyi could no longer withstand the pressure. I can't even withstand their energy waves fighting against each other, how ridiculous. The people outside were stunned, this white light. Even Chi Mei Mountain is covered. Has Yi Senior completely been devoured by the dragon's wrath? Liu Jia gritted his teeth and silently called out to his master, "You must stop this and avenge your disciple." The thick smoke dissipated. Jun Lin stood unharmed facing Chen Xiao, who was astonished and said, "How can this be? Why? Do you have a weakness?" Jun Lin raised the dragon-slaying saber high and declared, "I've said it before, with the dragon slayer in hand, the world is mine. Can't even handle a little dragonling like you. Now it's my turn to strike, isn't it?" Jun Lin unleashed the dragon-slaying strike. Chen Xiao, now aware of his fear, shouted, "Wait, Wu Di Gij, give me a chance." As he faced his demise, he still cried out, "No. The Holy Sun has the power of the divine dragon, I truly am the champion." In the end, he was still defeated by a single strike and vanished. Why is this happening? I cannot accept it. Jun Lin lowered his weapon, repeating the same phrase, "Being the champion is indeed lonely." The spectators watching through the screen cheered excitedly, "So strong. Indeed, Senior Yi is the champion. Every round, Senior Yi emerges victorious. In the future, he will surely be the top in the Eastern Domain." Liu Jia proudly thought, "Truly my master, never disappointing anyone. Congratulations to this contestant, great fortune and success in overcoming the challenge," Jun Lin said with tears in his eyes. "Finally, I get to eat chicken, it really wasn't easy at all." The big-faced guy with frizzy hair, hearing this, retorted angrily, "What do you mean it wasn't easy? Crushing everything along the way, there's really no face left at all." Jun Lin suddenly got teleported away. Why was Senior Yi teleported like that? I wonder what the final reward really is. When Jun Lin opened his eyes again, he found himself in a different space. Where is this? How did we end up here? He turned to look at the scene before him. He was stunned to realize, this bright star gives me an indescribable sense of familiarity. Could this really be the Kunluan realm? He paused to ponder. Is this the scenery of ancient times? Now it is being recreated before my eyes. He watched a group of immortals struggling against a terrifying force, feeling confused. Was the Kunluan realm this powerful before? Why are there so many strong immortals? Jun Lin looked ahead, hesitating a bit, and said, "Is this a battle between different levels of immortals? It's so intense that even the moon and stars cannot withstand the shock of this fight." The black-clad figures opposite said, "The overall situation has been determined, why do you still stubbornly resist?" The man in yellow raised his hand and shouted, "We cultivators fear nothing in battle, we swear to live and die with the Kunluan realm." They exerted their strength and charged forward, "We will fight to the death to protect the Kunluan realm, hold strong. We swear to live and die with the Kunluan realm." The leading black-clad figure snorted disdainfully. "Being stubborn and unyielding is merely being a pawn abandoned by the divine court, yet you still hope for someone to come save you," the old man in the yellow robe retorted. "Without relying on the divine court, the Kunluan realm can save itself," the man in black beside him said. "If that is the case, then let them taste the river of death, so they know the price of resistance," he said, extending his finger and coldly controlling the river of death. "It is time for the Kunluan realm to truly feel death." The river of death surged forward, causing the cultivators caught in it to cry out in pain. The old man in the red robe exclaimed in panic, "This is bad. Every drop of water from the river of death contains pure death energy, anyone contaminated by it must die. Quickly retreat to the Kunluan realm." The man in black laughed heartily and said, "The Kunluan realm is about to perish, this star will soon belong to us." At that moment, someone initiated the formation, speaking sternly, "As long as I am here, you will not achieve your goals. Activate the formation." Thousands of talismans flew out to counteract the river of death. The man in the red robe said, "It's the island master of Wansen Island who has made his move. His formation can actually change the flow of the river of death. That's amazing. With this, we also have the strength to fight a battle." The strange demons finally appeared. The cultivator on this side praised with his sword, "Island Master God Pressure, the Kunluan realm is saved." Jun Lin also had to praise, "Such an ultimate move, in an instant it turned defeat into victory, truly miraculous." He paused, suddenly remembering something, "Wait a minute, did they say it was the island master of Wansen Island? The island master behind also appeared and called out, Junior, surprised, right? This is the whole truth of the Kunluan realm from back then. Jun Lin turned to ask, who are you? The island master stroked his beard and said, listen carefully. I am Liu Chu, and I am recognized by the celestial realm as the supreme formation. Jun Lin took a step back in shock as soon as he heard Liu Chu finish speaking, as if he had just heard something earth-shattering. He stood silently amidst the dissipating haze, waiting for the next move from him. In his heart, he reminded himself, I wonder if the aura I am emitting is enough to suppress the junior. Jun Lin calmly asked, where is your 5 Lakes general? Liu Chu, not knowing what that was, had to ask him back. Jun Lin did not explain, only respectfully bowed his head in greeting. Then I will still call you Liu Senior. Junior Jun Lin pays respects to Liu Senior. He was very pleased and gently stroked his beard, thinking to himself, at least he understands the rules. However, his joy was short-lived as he heard Jun Lin ask another shocking question. So, it turns out you are not completely dead yet? Liu Chu could only blame in his heart that this little guy was too good at bringing up sensitive issues. He turned to look at the distant planet and seriously asked. That's right, Liu Senior, you said this planet is the true nature of the Kunluan realm. He recalled the chaotic events of the past and slowly recounted them to the junior. At the end of the ancient era, traders colluded with foreign tribes, polluting the core of the planet, leading to the external coalition. Jun Lin was a bit surprised and couldn't understand. Wasn't Kunluan full of immortals back then? Wasn't anyone able to stop them? Liu Chu explained, why wouldn't anyone be able to stop them? It was fundamentally impossible to stop them. The trader in his story was one of the 4 supreme experts, 1. Jun Lin was a bit surprised, scratching his face and asking, so it was an expert who turned against us? I thought it was just some minor characters causing trouble. Liu Chu continued to recount that the other 3 strong ones had teamed up to stop the trader's chaos, but they had all been poisoned and suffered a disastrous defeat. The heavenly emperor was destroyed, Fu Yao had also fallen, and Chongqing went missing. Just that one act of rebellion had caused severe contamination to the core crystal. Spiritual energy became useless, the cultivation environment weakened, and with the loss of peak-level combat power, Shenting had no choice but to abandon Kunluan. In that situation, Liu Chu set up a formation. He managed to forcefully change the direction of the River of Death, a move that defeated Jiu Yu. After that, he and the surviving strong ones joined forces. Gathering the power of the myriad worlds, he created the immortal world. At this moment, his face bore a hint of pride, although it cannot compare to Kunluan in its golden age, it is still quite close. Jun Lin, upon hearing this, couldn't help but give a thumbs up, exclaiming, that's amazing. So the immortal world was created by you. What a great story. Receiving acknowledgement from the junior, Liu Chu couldn't help but feel pleased, though he didn't show it. Modesty, modesty. Just a moment later, he turned to point at the young man, loudly reminding him, remember that the fate of Kunluan is in your hands, Shenting cannot be trusted, and Jiu Yu is a mortal enemy. Jun Lin smiled confidently and replied boldly, Senior, don't worry. Whether it's Jiu Yu or Shenting, anyone who dares to come to Kunluan to cause trouble, I will take them down and throw them all in as fertilizer for the core. Liu Chu laughed heartily, having seen the spirit and determination Jun Lin had to protect Kunluan, he praised him without reservation. Good, with you in Kunluan, there is hope. Seeing that his mood was not bad, Jun Lin cleared his throat and skillfully began to speak. Just remembered, Senior Liu, the trial is over. Wansen Island now belongs to me, right? Liu Chu smiled and nodded, replying, from now on, the resources and lives on Wansen Island will be under your control. His eyes sparkled with anticipation, and a sly smile appeared on his face. Such good opportunities, how many cultivators would dream of this? This little guy will definitely be very grateful to me. However, Jun Lin only responded with a simple, leaving Liu Chu frozen in place, feeling disappointed. Is that all? He grimaced and thought to himself. Besides being the island master of Wansen Island, I also have the supreme formation. How can I let a junior look down on me? I need to regain my dignity. Thinking this, he stroked his beard and asked in a deep voice, "Junior, how do you assess your formation skills?" Jun Lin, unreserved, gave a thumbs up and confidently replied, "As a hero summoned to save Kunluan, how could I not be impressive?" Lu Huangchu narrowed his eyes, pointed to his forehead, and said seriously, "Do you know that the rank of a mage is closely related to something? It is divine power. If the divine power is insufficient, no matter how advanced your skills are, you will not be able to set up the corresponding formations." As soon as he finished speaking, he raised 2 fingers in front of Jun Lin, startling him a bit. Lu Huangchu took this opportunity to boast about his strength. Divine power ranges from low to high, classified from level 1 to 200. And I am at level 200. Upon hearing this, Jun Lin's face lit up, and his eyes sparkled with excitement. Level 200. If I directly confront the Great Elder, wouldn't my golden finger make the divine power peak right away? At his reaction, Lu Huangchu seemed startled, his face full of question marks. Why does this guy's expression seem off? Why do I see millions of rays of expectation in his eyes? Shortly after, Jun Lin lowered his head and expressed his wish. "Lu Senior, please unleash 200 levels of divine power into me." Lu Huangchu, upon hearing this, roared in anger, "I am merely a divine thought, where would I find a physical body to possess divine power?" He secretly thought, is this little guy's brain malfunctioning? Seeing this, Jun Lin decided to provoke him. "It's fine, I don't blame you." Lu Huangchu was infuriated by those words and said, "What do you mean by that? Who needs your blame?" To avoid losing face, he raised 2 fingers and pointed directly at Jun Lin's forehead. "Although I don't have 200 levels of divine power, I can assess how much divine power you have." He thought to himself with great delight, "Finally, I have a chance to extinguish this little guy's arrogance." Lu Huangchu coldly reminded him, "If the result is too low, don't be disappointed. After all, you aren't even an immortal right now, it's normal if it's low." Just a moment later, the number 10 radiating bright golden light appeared above Jun Lin's head. Seeing this, Lu Huangchu couldn't help but feel pleased. If things go as we expect, then it's roughly 10. However, his face suddenly changed in an instant, his eyes wide open in disbelief, he exclaimed. Jun Lin's divine power was gradually increasing, which left Lu Huangchu extremely astonished. 20, 50, still rising. After a moment, the round number 100 appeared right above his head. Lu Huangchu began to be shocked. 100 stages. No, it can't be true. Seeing the stiff expression on his face, Jun Lin waved his hand inside. Just 100 stages. Compared to Lu Senior's 200 stages, that's still far behind. Lu Senior, you were indeed formidable back then, I feel truly ashamed as a junior. Hearing this, Lu Huangchu angrily grabbed his collar and gritted his teeth. Only 100 stages. Is this the word of a human? Back in my day, I had just become an immortal and wasn't even at 50. This little guy is truly outrageous. Meanwhile, Jun Lin was confused, stammering, "Did I say something wrong?" Lu Huangchu calmed down, his tone slightly elevated, trying to hide his own shortcomings. "Not to say anything wrong, the divine power of 100 realms is indeed, just mediocre." Saying that, he raised his head and looked up high, a feeling of bitterness rising in his heart. Perhaps it is true with the saying, the waves behind push the waves before, while the previous waves lie dead on the sandy shore. Suddenly, Lu Huangchu reached out his hand, hinting to Jun Lin. "Junior, do you want to learn formation? I can give you some pointers." Lu Huangchu opened his formation, his voice extremely serious. "Junior, pay close attention, this is an ancient formation, if you learn it, you will immediately become a heavenly formation master able to roam freely in the immortal world." However, Jun Lin didn't pay attention and turned away, yawning widely. "Thank you, I'm not interested." His words left Lu Huangchu stunned, his expression one of disbelief. He was unwilling to accept this, hurriedly running over to whisper in Jun Lin's ear, but he only responded coldly with a sound. "The heavenly formation master in the immortal world is a delicious piece of cake, countless very great powers even come to seek your arrangement. Seeing that he remained indifferent, Lu Huangchu continued to use dreamlike conditions to lure and persuade, resources, status, whatever you want can be yours. Jun Lin seemed to ignore those words. His indifference eventually made Lu Huangchu explode in anger, shouting, "Damn it, stop pretending." Jun Lin let him vent his anger, calmly thinking, if there's a system that directly provides everything, who would bother to struggle learning this stuff? Meanwhile, outside Kunluan mountain, the crowd gathered there began to whisper among themselves. Another day has passed. Wow, Senior Shui has gone out. Who has the magical talent to eliminate Senior Shui? They seemed quite curious and eager. Exactly, who is the person that stayed until the end? Shu Wuin stood in a corner, looking up at the vast space ahead while murmuring to himself. How will she perceive someone strong like that? The corners of his mouth curved slightly, his face showing a hint of infatuation. His cheeks flushed. In his mind, he recalled Liu Jia's cross-dressing appearance. The unique combination of masculinity and cuteness is truly adorable, making one unable to resist wanting to protect her. Suddenly, Shu Wuin's voice lowered, and one could hear the sadness in his tone. But why hasn't she come to find me yet? Am I the only one who cherishes our close bond? The young girls standing behind him couldn't help but hug each other and sigh. Shui Senior is too infatuated. It's so uncomfortable, it truly breaks one's heart. Hong Qianyi, sitting behind, witnessed the scene and turned to tease Liu Jia. Hey Li, did you hear that? The immortal pill is infatuated with you, why not reveal your true self and turn this legend into reality? He covered his face as if wanting to find a hole to hide in, completely unwilling to remember that dark past. A stain that will last a lifetime for me. Among the cultivators, Chen Xiao gritted his teeth, unwillingly thinking, opportunities were originally meant for me. And now it is no longer there. He remembered the bald man with a disgusting, provocative expression, silently swearing to himself, that shameless bald swindler, I swear I will tear you apart into 1,000 pieces. Time passed, and the cultivators began to feel anxious. It's been so long and the inheritance hasn't been confirmed yet. What's going on? How many experts can be defeated and still hold on until the end? Who is this astonishing figure? I bet 10 pieces of low-grade spirit stones that it's definitely an old monster hiding away. Among the young ones, who could possibly have such skill? Just then, a loud explosion resonated from the mountain peak, a brilliant golden light shot straight into the sky. All the cultivators turned their eyes toward it. It's about to emerge. Jun Lin appeared in the air, exuding confidence and arrogance, with an extraordinary presence. The inheritance has been determined. From now on, Jun Lin is the island master of Wansen Island, holding the law here. The cultivators who received this news were all overjoyed, gesturing excitedly. It's Yi Senior. So it is him. Yi Senior, congratulations, congratulations. The disciple of Jun Lin clenched his fists and cheered loudly. It's master, that's wonderful. Hong Qianyi frowned, looking up at Jun Lin, biting his lip in frustration. Heaven, what is it about me that makes me inferior to that guy, that you favor him so much? Shu Wuin seemed to have figured everything out, so that's how it is. Yi Senior, truly unfathomable. Chen Xiao was unwilling to accept this outcome, clenching his fists and grinding his teeth. Jun Lin. Liu old man standing beside him had a similar expression, so it is him. Jun Lin, go ahead and gloat, enjoy your triumph, your deadline isn't far off. Meanwhile, Jun Lin stood high above in the air, feeling extremely pleased. This scene is truly magnificent, but why do I feel those little flies' eyes on me strangely? Oh well, I'm still invincible. This is exactly loneliness to the point of boredom. Shu Wuin took a step forward, looking at him with admiration. Yi Senior has secured the top spot in all 3 rounds, truly a destiny that makes everyone envious. He waved his hand in response, saying, you're not bad either, at least you were present in all 3 rounds. After hearing this, Shu Wuin forced a strained smile, feeling inferior and inadequate. His voice grew softer, you are right. Just as he finished speaking, a powerful wave of evil energy emanated from behind the mountain, spreading across Wansen Island. Hong Qianyi turned his head, his face changing color as he exclaimed, why did the weather suddenly change like this? Jun Lin's disciple quickly sensed the problem and shouted to warn everyone, "There's evil energy, very heavy evil energy." In the sky, a crack appeared in the barrier surrounding Kunluan mountain, quickly spreading. A cold, arrogant voice echoed, "I am the strongest king of Ming Yuan. Jun Lin, come and offer your life."